What's the difference between detox or detoxification program and rehab? Detox is in the very early stages of recovery, and this is where a person needs to get off of their drug of choice or alcohol. There's usually a withdrawal syndrome associated with it, and they're too sick to really handle much of any educational activities. So with alcohol, a person is put on some form of a benzodiazepine, which is a drug that helps with alcohol withdrawals. It's similar like Valium or Ativan or clonazepam. And these are medications that help get them off the alcohol and to avoid going into delirium tremens, or the DTs, and a possible seizure and death. So it's very important with alcohol to get them detoxed. And this only happens over a few days, and they start feeling well fairly quickly. The same is not true of opioid addiction. I can speak personally on that one, and the detox is horrendous. Takes a few days of the worst of the symptoms, but there's still some weakness that persists for quite some time afterwards, and mental issues where there's a lot of anxiety and fear and paranoia. But with the opioids, most people will detox. They don't go cold turkey. More often than not nowadays, there's opioid replacement therapy with either methadone or Suboxone to get them comfortable on that, and then to either rapidly wean it or slowly wean it. But once a person is feeling comfortable and stable out of this detox, then they're all ready for rehab. Most detoxes are medical detox, meaning that there is medical oversight from either a nurse, a doctor, or both. They can also administer, in some of these detoxes, the Valium for alcoholics, for example, or Suboxone for the opioid addicts. But some detoxes, the person needs to come in with their own prescriptions for these medications. I would suggest a medical detox, but they're hard to find, especially if somebody does not have money. So now going on to rehab. Rehab is where the real learning starts, and this is where a person is engaged in an activity, the complete abstinence, and they learn how to deal with life free of the drug of choice or alcohol, how to deal with stress, how to cope with anxiety, depression, other issues that go on from day-to-day life, healthy routines, to engage in recreational activities, writing, music, art, and to help other people as well, to be part of a community as opposed to the isolation of their addiction. So rehab is more long-term. It can be inpatient or residential, sometimes for up to 3 months, which I think is the best. A 3-month program is best. 21 days is not long enough because addictions develop over a long period of time generally, and 21 days is just not enough time for somebody to undo that kind of behavior. Sometimes people don't have a choice. Other rehabs are outpatient, and this is maybe applicable to people who are not in the heavy depths of addiction, who are not in the major detox or withdrawal syndrome. Younger people, sometimes it's better. If a person fails outpatient rehab, then inpatient would be the way to go. This helps isolate them from their issues in life, to buffer them from life stresses, and offers a unique opportunity to gain new skills and coping life skills, but free of all the distractions of daily life. So to summarize, detox is where people go to in the short term, right after getting off their drug of choice or alcohol, to get stabilized physically and mentally. And then rehab is where the real learning occurs, where it's changing our lives to cope better with stress.